Hair good. Need shaving, but it's fine. I don't care. What's up guys, it's me again and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to the channel, I go by the name of Vuyolwethu, but if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for joining me again and thank you so much for watching yet another video. Yours truly! Ow. So guys, today I'm back with another confessions video. Even though you wanted it, even though you didn't want it, I didn't care. So yeah, I'm still doing it. I took a peek through at what the confession said on University Confession ZA, because that's where I'm going to be reading my confessions. I took a little peek through and university students, what are you doing with your lives? Are you aware that you're in university or you're just doing this for the sake of doing it just to get away from your parents? I understand if you want to get away from your parents, but you need to be this rebellious. But yeah, without wasting any more time, make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Make sure that you follow my second channel at I'm Vuyolwethu, where I'll be talking about all things university and how to live your best life as a high schooler. And without wasting any more time, let's get into the video. Okay, first confession. I want someone to hold me. No schmecks, no kissing. I feel so fragile like a thin champagne glass. Literally for one night, I want a guy to wrap me in his arms and tell me that I'm gonna be okay. He doesn't have to be big, and I would even pay him with my mother's pasta. Well, I'm right here. What are you waiting for? Christmas? People always tell me I either look like I wanna cry or kill someone. It's generally not my fault that I look like that when my face is relaxed. Now, I generally need to know, what must I do? Should I actually just start crying on campus or kill one of my lecturers? I just feel like, I think it's something that people need to get used to about you. I think you don't need to change everything. I think it's just a thing of people need to get used to the fact that you have a mean resting face. I'm not gonna say the other word, but yeah. People need to get used to the fact that you have a mean resting face. So I'm going on a date on Friday and the guy I'm going out with was... And the guy I'm going out with said, I can't wait to eat you out after the date. The big Nash is all mine, baby girl. He is really a good guy and he is so hot, but I'm not ready for that. What should I do? I mean... ghost him. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, and I know I don't advocate for this. I know this is a bad thing to do, but you're dealing with a man that's gonna use you. I say, yeah, put him on ghost. I'm sorry. Leave him on red. I'm sorry. I was writing my boyfriend's face on his birthday when his mother walked in. No regrets though. You know what? Whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you sleep at night, do it. As long as your mother didn't chica you. But I still, your mother, you still do it with your mother's day. You just... Can someone please help? I failed and I'm redoing it. I just failed my first semester test. I don't know what to do. Any tips and tricks or study methods? This is what I suggest you should do. Instead of putting everything in the last minute, try every day to revise over the topic that you did on that day. For example, Maths 1. Let's say you're doing the topic matrices. You're doing matrices for that day. So then your lecturer, he guides you. He starts telling you what you should do, the formulas you should do, how to calculate a 2x2 matrice, 3x3 matrice, how to find the determinants of the matrice, all of those things. He or she will teach you these things. After that, you will go back and make sure it's at the end of the day, not beginning or middle, end of the day. You revise over the work that you did on that day. Monday, right? Let's say it's Monday and he teaches you matrices. You go over what he taught you or she. You go over the topic that you revise over the things that you did today. And you do the same thing on Tuesday. You do the same thing on Wednesday. You do the same thing on Thursday. Friday, you can skip it because it's a day off. In my opinion, I do it on my Friday. It's a day off for me. Then on Saturday, you revise over the work that you did for the week. You revise over everything that you did for the week, Monday to Thursday. I suggest you do that because I did it and look, and let's just say that I managed to get a distinction. I hate to brag, but construction, I managed to get a distinction. Geomatics, I managed to get a distinction. Maths, I got a distinction in my main test. I'm getting my final results. They are coming. They are coming. I just need to wait for my final results to arrive. I just need to wait for them to arrive, and then I'll come back to you. But I suggest you do that. I mean, it worked in my favor. It could work for you. It could not work for you. Also, pray to the brothers that drugged me and changed my Face ID on my phone to theirs because they wanted to get into my banking apps. They are at the street thingy by Unibel. May you man never. May you man. May you, man, never find peace. I pray damnation on you a lot. Okay, I think you need to stop worrying about what other people say and focus on what you are saying right now because I do not get this. May you, man. May you, man. But I'm sorry that happened to you. Like, when it comes to iPhones and changing Face IDs, I'm very sorry that happened to you. So I'm hella uncomfortable with my girlfriend wearing shorts and skirts, dresses in public, especially when we're going out to groove and dates and etc. Am I being crazy or what, or feeling this way? You don't want your girl to wear shorts, you don't want your girl to wear skirts, you don't want your girl to wear dresses because in some type of way you feel insecure. Anonymous, except listen, before you attack me in the comment section, listen to me. The reason why you feel uncomfortable with your girlfriend wearing something that's gonna be revealing to others, then other gents are gonna look at her, other gents are gonna stare at her on some eye candy, then of course you're gonna feel insecure about it because your girlfriend is basically a magnet to these other gents that want her. So I can say for me, it's a sense of insecurity, but I could be wrong. Maybe it's not your preference. Maybe you don't want your girlfriend to wear dresses or skirts or shorts or, oh, you said short skirts. Because I was like, shorts, skirts, and dresses. I'm like, what? Oh, but now you said short skirts and short dresses. Okay. Then just be vocal about it. I'll just be vocal about it. Tell her that, you know what, babe, I love you and everything, but sometimes I just don't feel comfortable when you're walking around with short skirts in public or short dresses in public. Yeah, she'll be offended because it's her body at the end of the day. It's her clothes that she bought with her own money at the end of the day. But I can just say on your end, try and be more comfortable with it. At least try to be more comfortable about it because you never know. Maybe she wears short skirts and short dresses and she's too into it and now there's nothing you can do about it. So asking a white girl to twerk for you should be a criminal offense. Them girls have no... Sorry, Anonymous. Sorry to all the white girls out there. I like this B-boy, but he effing rejected me after he wanted me first. Oh, man. He's obsessed with his studies, by the way. To be honest, I hope he fails. He's a vegetarian, yet he thinks he likes the prize. The vibes are honestly sounding like he likes carrots. Men will be men, you know most. Just a girl with a foot fetish, happy it's nearly summer so the boys wear flip-flops to campus. You have a problem. You have a serious problem on your hands. And this is why I will always wear socks in public. I will always wear socks in public so I can avoid people like you. 2 years ago, I really missed my ex and saw a TT that said, if you do this, they'll come back. 2 years ago, I really missed my ex and saw a TT. What is a TT, man? That said, if you do this, they'll come back, and I kid you not. The next week, they messaged me. Point is, if you are randomly missing that ex, don't message them. They are trying to voodoo themselves back into your life. Stay strong. Uzwilene? To the people watching this video, Uzwilene? Kinda hate that my writing always gets low marks, and when the lecturer gives the suggestions and you change it accordingly, the marks come back even worse. F my life. Wait, which university are you from? Oh, you're from Wits. Okay, sharp. Don't they have a facility there that helps you with your writing skills? Don't they have like writing thingies where you can learn how to write properly? I mean, Wits is big. Wits is so big. You guys have East Side and West Side. Why? I just want to know. Been hooking up with this guy for a few months now. This guy's roommate brings his girl over and they F in the room with us in it. No music, no nothing. We hear everything, and I mean everything. I don't think I'll ever recover. Me too, my sister. I will never recover if I saw such. If my roommate did that in front of me, I will never recover. Maintaining friendships in varsity can be challenging. I've experienced this firsthand with a friend I've known since our first year. Our friendship seemed strong until she recently shared that she finds it draining to be my friend because I don't open up enough and don't support her, which caught me off guard since I told her I'm not comfortable with opening up and don't want to be a burden. And I also experienced this problem in varsity. I think in varsity, it is very hard to make friends. Maybe it's a thing of we are too busy for each other or we want so much more from each other. I just don't understand. Like, I really do not understand. But I can say in your situation, if your friend feels like you don't open up enough, I think she or he needs to accept that you don't open enough. Because are you guys dating? Like, can I ask, are you guys dating? If you're not dating, then why should you open up? I mean, I understand this is your friend at the end of the day, but our friend doesn't need to know everything about your life. I can tell you, even my friends, they don't know everything about me. I think the only people that know me that well, it's 2 of my high school friends, 2 of my high school best friends, and my sister. Those 5 people only. Those ones, they know me to thick and thin, to thin and thin. They've known my traumas. They've known my life before I met them. They know my life. They know my life before I met them. I can say you don't need to do anything. You don't need to do anything. If you don't want to open up, you don't want to open up. But for that person, for your friend, he or she needs to accept the fact that you're not going to open up to him specifically. I've been struggling mentally for a good portion of this year, and I found it so difficult to reach out to friends. The only person whom I want around is my boyfriend, but lately he has started pushing me away. I have the biggest exams of my life coming up and I can't focus. The pain and loneliness is unbearable. Please help. Okay, I'm gonna help you. Firstly, it will always act this way. Friends are unavailable, partners unavailable, you're all alone, exam season is coming up and you're stressed and you just need someone to talk to. If your friends are unavailable, take a journal or a small book and start writing it down. Start journaling. And I'm a big believer of journaling because once you journal, it feels like you are getting it off your chest in a way. If I can say it like that. So I suggest you start journaling, my sister. I feel like that's the only thing that can help you. Either that or therapy. Go to your school, find a counselor and find a therapist there. Maybe that will also help. I've been dating a guy a while, but before, when we met, I already had tattoos and piercings, and I want to get more tattoos. But he doesn't want me to get more tattoos because he doesn't want me to become a coloring book. What should I do to convince him to allow me to get more tattoos? Look at it in this way. Your man is caring about you because he doesn't want you to look like this. He doesn't want you to look like the next Kelani. Maybe listen to him. I'm just saying, maybe. I mean, look, does your mother approve? If your mother approves, if your father approves, then, what can we do? What can we say? I have this huge crush on one of the under 20 rugby players. However, it's lust and not love, but so awkwardly shy that I can't only imagine myself talking to him. And now he's haunting me in my dreams. The things I've let that man do to me. Talk to the guy. It's just simple. Just say hi. How are you? I'm good. Simple as that. Even though I'm scared to do it. I used to slide my sausage in BF's buns. Best friend or boyfriend? Let's just get that cleared. But ever since I met this hot hand on my first year, we started talking and hooked up and dated for the first time. I did it with a female. It felt way better and we've been happy in a long-term relationship. Really? Just like that, you just flip the switch, just like that. The walls are so thin at my apartment. I can hear whenever people are having fun in their places. It is honestly so disturbing. Some of us are single, we don't want to hear that. People of this day and age are in university and they do not know how to spell thin. There's a difference between thin and think, okay? Regarding the confession, I can understand. I've also been in that position where, I think it was in my first year. No, I'm lying. I was eavesdropping. That was my bad, sorry. My roommate believes women are attracted to a man's natural scent. So after the gym, he doesn't take a shower. He just washes his armpits and private parts and goes to campus or mingles with people at res. How do I politely tell him that he smells like a dead skunk on a hot summer's day? Then tell him like this. My guy, I hate to admit it to you, but you smell like a skunk on a hot summer's day. That's what you smell like. I'm sorry. You need to wash. You need to bath. You need to shower now. Tell him that. After a bath or shower, I always lay on my boyfriend's side of the bed. This way, when he comes home from work, I have a nice dry side to sleep on. Doesn't sound like you love your boyfriend. Got extremely drunk and got into a scuffle with a mate. I kicked him in the balls. Said it hurts so much we went to hospital. They found a small cancerous lump. I kicked him in the balls to save his life, even if he did lose. What? No ways. That's no ways. So in actual sense, you actually saved his life by reducing the chances of him getting children. Yeah, ne? Dating a girl who had a toxic ex is both a blessing and a curse. Simply doing little things that are kind of expected makes them very happy. However, if you do anything even a little bit sus, they assume the worst. I agree 1,000%. Sometimes I'm overgrown my mustache so that when I'm bored, I lick it. Me too, actually. But the thing is, I don't like it, actually. I don't like it when my mustache overgrows my lip. So if it overgrows my lip, I just get scissors and then just cut. I don't want to use a razor because I don't want to shave off the mustache because it gives off that, like that aesthetic, if you understand what I mean. It gives off, that natural aesthetic, if you understand what I mean. I should get like a clipper and then start trimming my own mustache, but who knows. Do you guys ever feel like you're not doing enough or aim too low? I got a good job that I studied for, moved out, and can afford to help my parents here and there before 25. But the people around me seem to be doing so much better and have such greater goals. And it makes me feel like I didn't even try at life. Like I'm boring and have no potential. Don't worry, my brother. Do not worry. One thing I can tell you in this sense, you're doing just fine. If you can provide for your parents, if you can help out here and there, if you have a good job that has a good income, you are okay. You don't need to do much. The reason why your friends are doing exceptional in life is because they have other plans to focus on. They have more people to support. They have more money to give other people. You only have your parents. Your friends, they might have their parents, their siblings, their cousins, their grandmothers, their grandfathers, the extended family, So for them, they have their own separate goals and you have your own separate goals. And if you have accomplished them, you don't need to worry. I mean, they're moving in their own lane, you're moving your own lane, so there's nothing to worry about. This girl is the love of my life. You're the things I would do for her. I would go through so much just to see her smile. I want to marry her one day. We'll believe it when we'll see it. Went on a date and the chick asked me if I know what a synth's cat feels like. I said it feels like a nutsack. At the time, it was the best comparison I could have given her. Why would she ask a question like this? Like, why? My hun and I, we were doing the deed in missionary position when all of a sudden my homeboy called. I answered the phone and spoke to him while doing the no. Meanwhile, Shorty was fighting demons. I didn't know that was on my bucket list until then. You learn something new every day. Okay, now, I don't do such. I'm trying to be a child of God. I don't do such. But from what other people have been telling me is that you never, I repeat, you never respond to a call while you're doing the deed. You never, because it spoils the moment. That's what I heard from other people. Again, other people, not me. I have a really bad gambling problem. I really don't know what to do. I am in so much debt. I'm in so much of debt. I feel like unaliving myself to get away from the trouble. Okay, do not alive yourself. Don't give up. You can still get help. Here's the number for gambling problems so that they can help you with it. I'll insert it here. That's if I can find it, but here. Call this number, tell them you have a gambling problem, and yeah, maybe they'll help you. Ladies, please be careful to whom you meet. I have met two Philippian 4 verse 13 guys. One's words does not match his actions, and the other is cheating on his girlfriend. Not with me though. Be careful of the guys that act all godly. Some just want to get in your pants. And that's the same thing I'll say about church girls. Guys, one thing about church girls, you all think they're innocent, they're sweet, they're cute, can't they know they're just like the rest of us in this country. My girl broke up with me because she said my ass was juicy. Sorry, Anonymous. I'm sorry, Anonymous. I'm laughing at myself. Honestly, I feel like I get this comment all the time. I feel like when I was dating but the thing was with me, when I was dating my ex at the time, I think both of our butts were big. Her butt was big, my butt was big. I still have a big butt. But she looked at you as if she's not her type. So I won't say that you are cooked yet. I won't say that you're cooked yet. If you want to, you can go to the gym. I'm not saying you should go to the gym. I'm saying if you want to, you can go to the gym so you can lose some of that baggage. But for me personally, I don't want to go to the gym for my thighs and for my butt. I want to go to the gym for the upper body, like, you know, the chest, the arms, the abs. But for you, just because your butt is bigger, it's a lame excuse. But maybe she doesn't go for guys with big butts. Maybe her type is skinny, tall. She goes for the skinny ones. Maybe, I don't know. How do you lot balance uni and life? I'm struggling. I feel like if I focus on one thing, I start to neglect the other. I got a job, I'm a full-time student, and I have many responsibilities, but I don't know how to balance it all. It's just too much. I can't take it anymore. And I feel like that's how everybody does. This is how everybody goes through this thing. How to balance my uni life from my social life. Because I also had a problem with such. In my first year. Like, I did not have any friends at all. I was too focused on TikTok, because by the time of 2023, I was a TikToker. So I was joining TikTok lives like this. I was growing my accounts. I was so focused on my TikTok that I lost sight of my studies. And because of I lost sight of my studies, that's when I lost my marks. So I can say, when it comes to you, try and find that balance. Use the same thing that I did. Monday to Thursday, focus on your books. Friday, day off. Saturday and Sunday, work on your books. But now for you, since you have a job, same thing applies. You attend your job every day. When it comes to your books, Monday to Thursday. Friday, you take a break. Saturday and Sunday, you go back to your books. In my opinion, that's the plan. That's the method that I used, and it's still working with me to this day and age. And I think I got the tip from this other YouTuber. Oh, and I watched her content so much in my trick. Cheryl Moyo. Yes, I got the tip from her. For her study tricks. It has been helping me ever since. Thank you, Sharon Moyo. If you're watching this, thank you very much. I went into the library bathroom one day and it looked like someone had full-blown diarrhea in the goddamn sink. In the sink! In the sink! My friend was chatting with that girl, and it turns out it was an old man catfishing him. Now he has to pay him money, otherwise his nudes will get leaked. Yeah, but you see, this is why I don't want to date anyone online. Like, I don't want to do online dating, because what if I'm meeting up with a catfish and then what must your friend do? And also to that old man, that's weird. Was thinking about proposing to my girlfriend, but found out she's cheating with my uncle. Not even the best friend, not even a random stranger. She decided to go straight to the source and go for your uncle. A family relative, your uncle. And I will forever say this, women are not good people. Why am I attracted to them? I don't know. I, female 23, go home with guys and we usually end up having a good time. But in the morning before they wake up, I leave with any valuable belongings of theirs that I can take. Okay, first of all, why are you doing that? These guys are not your trophies. What are you planning to do with those belongings? Are you using it for a ritual? Huh? I started using the disabled toilets at my campus because it was always empty and was always clean. Also, I thought it was. Until I recently found out that students used to go in that toilet to hook up. And now I am too disgusted to use any toilet. Boy, stand up! Ugh, you will do it too eventually. Finally met the guy who has been asking to see me ever since I gave him my number at Groove. I feel like a teenager who was oxed out by her crush, which is a feeling I never felt for a long while. Let's hope he doesn't break your heart, my sister. I never wipe deliverance off my face. I try and wear it for as long as possible.
Baby, you got something in your nose.
What you need is a straight jacket. I feel like that's what you need. You desperately need a straight jacket because you cannot go this long. You can't do such. As a varsity student, you cannot do this. You can't. I started giggling like an idiot whenever I see my boyfriend naked, even though I've seen him naked hundreds of times. And he has literally been inside my body. Maybe it's not the giggling thing. Maybe it's like it's a mechanism. Like, you know, whenever you get nervous, when you get a bit, or whenever you get anxiety, that's when you start giggling. Because I also get that a lot. Like whenever a girl I like, whenever I get nervous or whenever I feel anxiety, I start laughing it off. I start laughing off the anxiety from me. So maybe that's the thing that you have. Maybe you're just a little bit nervous when he is naked. I cheated on my boyfriend for a year and with a guy I met on Bumble and eventually broke up with my boyfriend. I'm now going steady with the Bumble guy and hooking up with my ex. The same previous boyfriend on the side. They don't know about each other. FYI, it's all safe because I'm not birthing side.
Thank you, next.
I matched with someone in first year. We chatted for a bit and then he unmatched. It turns out it was because he would later be my lecturer. I'm now final year and he isn't anymore. I messaged him on LinkedIn because it seems like we have chemistry, but now I'm panicking and I can't delete the message. I mean, if the lecturer is in another university or he is elsewhere in another, he's elsewhere, I say go for it. I mean, if it was in the same university, then yes, both of you will be in trouble. He will go to jail and you will be there. If he's in another university, then what can we do? What can we say? He's not breaking the law. Or is that part of the law? I'm a Christian and I've never been sexually intimate and I would like to stay with my virginity until marriage. I'm accepting to start dating, yet finding actual religious people is hard as most people idolize schmicks so much. This is the world that we live in, my sister. This is the world that we live in. I'm sorry, but this is the world that we live in. And also, I like the fact that you quoted that you are a female and 20 in this short form. I like that. Can you also, University Confession ZA, is it okay if every confession has this, like you must have it. Say your gender and your age. Just say female 20 or male 25. Just so that we know which age you are, because you don't want to assume things. Because I've been assuming. For the past 2 videos, I've been assuming people's genders. He claims to have moved on, but I tucked him into sleep every night. I asked about his new girlfriend, and all he can say is, let's not go there. I doubt he's happy with his decision. Did you just say you tuck him in a bed at night? God, he's a 5-year-old. I'm sorry. Oh, this is terrible. Oh my god, you tuck him in bed and ask him about his new girlfriend and he doesn't want to talk about it. Nah, he hasn't moved on. He hasn't moved on. I would know because I've been through the same thing. He hasn't moved on. I made a new female friend on campus and we've been hanging out a lot and I low-key get the feeling she is insane. I know I have to cut her off because I don't associate with the mentally ill, but I do not know how to go about it. My question is, how do I go about it? Number 1, there's copies. Number 2, dealing with it. If you feel like you're not comfortable with it, tell her parents that no, there's another mental institution. Wada. But if she's mentally ill, I think we're all mentally ill in a way. Because depression counts as a mental illness. OCD counts as a mental illness. PTSD counts as a mental illness. So I feel like we're all mentally ill at this point. Every one of us is mentally ill. I'm a first year med student and I'm struggling with marks. I met a third year who helps me with lessons, but I gotta blow him every lesson. I think I'm getting attached and I'm catching feelings.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the?
Now people are selling themselves just to get good marks. Oh my gosh.
Thank you, next.
Ever since my girlfriend started buying toys, she no longer seems to be interested in having schmecks with. It's always, I'm tired when I ask. But when she's on her own, then it's a party. I'm also tired of this relationship. I mean, if she gotta go, she gotta go. If you need it, you need it at the end of the day. Just tell her about it. Tell her, why do you need the toys that much? I mean, you never complained my rounds before. So why? Instead of studying, I stay on my phone and worry about how am I going to pass. I think now is the time that you need to start worrying about your studies. You need to spend more time on your studies than how much TikTok videos you're watching. You need to start focusing on your studies and worry less about how many followers you have. focus on the books, please. There will be a time where you will check your social media. There will be a time for everything. But now, in November, okay, it's the end of November, but still, I broke up with my boyfriend today and he called after a few hours on some, "You're not going anywhere, baby," and I fell for it. He had me unblock him only for him to block me.
Way out of pocket. What do you gain from that?
My ex-best friend effed on my bed and I found out about it a month later, which basically means that I slept in the same bed sheets and their fluids were all over the sheets. Your friend needs to be arrested. Your friend and his partner needs to be arrested for such things like that. Nah. Despite my homie and I being in committed relationships with beautiful girls, once after a drunken night of partying, we end up kissing. We then end up sleeping each other, thinking we would just get it out of the way and desire would stop. A year later, we still haven't stopped. We want to stop, but we just can't.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man.
At this point, just come out of the closets and say that you're dating at this point, because it looks like you're not gonna stop. I'm just saying. I used to be gay until I met up with the sugar daddy, and obviously I made my move on him because I wanted a new iPhone. The problem is his doozoo is too much for me and I simply walked away after the second round. Never again. I mean, I went to a party recently and there was a South African rugby player. He was very drunk, talking about how he likes boys and how he hates being in the closet. He has to be straight because the fans would take the piss. I really feel for him, lovely man. I'm straight, but I had such a fun night with him. We definitely meeting up again. Why do you need to say that you were straight? You could have just said, you could have left the man's beard isn't connecting and it's so embarrassing. He had my whole year to grow it and he won't give up. I'm planning on shaving it whilst he sleeps his weekend. Don't shave the man's beard, because the next thing you're gonna expect is a slap from him, and I do not want to be responsible for that. I broke up with my boyfriend of 3 years because he's balding at 23. The relationship was actually good. Schmex was excellent, but I can't be seen with him this early in my life. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of my classmates. Oh, there's so many flies in here. This actually reminds me of my classmates because he also likes balding. He only started like shaving his head at like 17, 18. He only started cutting off his hair fully. I just feel like it's something that you need to get used to, my sister. You need to get used to the fact that he's balding. Why did you have to break up with him? That was a lame excuse. You never had to break up with him just because of his hair. What if you were balding? Was he gonna break up with you? Exactly. Even my ex, she loves cutting her hair. Like, she loves being bald. One thing's for sure, she loves being bald. And trust me, I mean, I don't mind. I really don't mind it. Sometimes we'll never impress everybody at this point. I'm sorry. Well, guys, that is it for today's confessions. And let's just say that you guys are a little rowdy. The trauma scale, it's sitting at a 6. Don't forget to like this video. Comment down what was your favorite confession, if there is any. Make sure that you share this video with your friends, your family, your rats, your cats, your dogs, those rats that you call your exes. And make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Follow me on all my social media platforms. And with that, peace.